I think it's a real good thing because, competition breeds excellence, I guess you could say. And, if we have a lot of new kids, there's kind of a good thing. It brings in a new atmosphere, kind of adds to the motivation. Everybody's fighting for a job, so nothing's secured. So I think it'll be good. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited.
Coach also said he saw a sense of urgency in you guys after what you all went through last year.
Yes, sir.
The importance of getting better and making sure that last year doesn't happen again. Is that the feeling?
Oh, definitely. I think we're using it. I wouldn't say motivation, but it's definitely in the back of our heads saying that, wow, we can't let that happen. What happened last year? So let's go out there and do our jobs and be better than we were last year. So I think everyone's working harder. It's a real different atmosphere in the locker room and the weight room, and people feel motivated. I can really feel a big difference from last year.
For you individually, is it a lot easier stepping into the second year, and kind of knowing what to expect?
Yes, sir. It's you kind of like coming in as a freshman, you kind of get blown back by everything. It kind of takes you a step back. But coming in here as a sophomore, I feel real comfortable. I have a lot of confidence going into the fall, from a physical standpoint and from confidence standpoint. So I'm really excited.
What do you think was the biggest difference for you kind of down the stretch last year?
Are you talking about as a team standpoint?
Just you personally.
Oh, personally, in the beginning you kind of have a little bit of confidence, but the more you go out there, the more confidence you gain. So pitching in the SEC, playing against LSU on a Saturday night, pitching with all those fans in front of you, it'll kind of take you back a little bit. So going out there and pitching there at the end of the year, or pitching at home at the end of the year against LSU, I had a lot more confidence to say if I would have pitched against them in the beginning of the year. So I felt real comfortable with myself.
Coach Holbrook said the locker room wasn't what he was used to last year. What do you think he means by that? And I guess what do you expect this year from the locker room and the guys?
I think there's going to be a lot more leadership, especially with so many new guys. Sometimes you got to direct them in a certain way, and I think with all these new guys, you got to have a lot more. You got to have a lot more guys fighting for a spot. So everybody's kind of touch and feel things right now because they're waiting for scrimmages. They're just ready to get back out on the field. So I think there's gonna be a lot more want and more motivation to win a job and to win the games and to do what you have to do to get your job done. So I'm really excited.
What was the biggest thing missing from last year's team?
I couldn't really tell you. At some points you think we have it all figured out, and the next game you don't have anything figured out. So it's kind of we're going to put it behind us. We're just ready to move on and go into this year with the expectations that we normally have for South Carolina, which is success, and that's the only thing that's on our mind right now.
Some of the newcomers in there, several junior college guys. What have you seen from them, and what have you expected from them?
I expect a lot from them. Obviously, we all expect a lot from them because so many new guys. You have to have good expectations for them. But I don't know a player that hasn't worked hard on any of the freshmen or any of the JUCO transfer. Everyone is working hard. Everyone's motivated. So I'm really excited. And I love all the newcomers, and I'm happy with the players that we have right now.
You guys obviously your family went through a little bit of an ordeal
Yes, sir.
this year that turned out positive. That
Right.
played out now pitching again up there.
Yes, sir.
You must have been very gratified with all the support Gamecock fans even
Definitely,
brought, because
definitely.
This isn't always the
Right.
The nicest of rivalries.
Exactly.
They really.
Yes, sir. It was unbelievable. When my brother first announced that he had cancer, I honestly think he had more support from Gamecock fans than he did from Clemson fans. Not bashing on Clemson fans, but it was amazing to see a rivalry come together, and two teams come together just for one issue like that. And we were very blessed. And the situation was tough, but now that it's behind us, we're happy to go through the experience because we know we've learned so much from it, and to know that we have people on our side like Gamecock fans, and it's just amazing to have people like that on our side.
How was your life impacted, your routine impacted? Because you were with him for a lot.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So what was it like for you?
It's tough, when you're a 19-year-old kid, you don't expect your best friend and your brother to find out he has cancer. So it blew me back. I didn't really know how to take it at first, but all I could do was support him in every way possible, and I was there for him during every chemo treatment, every radiation. So I wanted to be there as much as anybody else was going to be there for him, and it really makes me value baseball a lot more, value brotherhood, value anything I have in life. We're so blessed, and at any moment in time, something can be taken away from you. So for my brother, baseball was taken away from him for a little bit, but now he has it back. So it just makes me makes me that much more grateful for everything I have in my life.
Clarke, did you have to go to coach or anybody and say, I may need some time here? You might not see me for a little while.
No, not really. They understood. They knew the situation I was going through. It's kind of you don't really know how to deal with it, but they took it as well as you can take it, and they helped me through it all. They were always there for support whenever I needed them, so that's why I'm extremely grateful for them and everything they did for us.
After a tough season, did it kind of put baseball into perspective?
Yeah, definitely. You know, losing as much as we did, when you found out your brother has cancer, it kind of puts it in perspective that losing is not everything, and baseball isn't everything, and that there's more to life than just baseball. So.
Clarke, I heard Coach Lee and his family came up and had dinner with you guys, and you kind of couldn't resist like a little line or two.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A little jab or two in his direction.
That's my personality. I like to throw jabs at sometimes and kind of make a couple jokes. So I threw some jabs this way. He threw some back. He's a great guy, and we were very appreciative of him and his family and everything they did for us too.
They ended last year winning a couple of big series over some highly ranked teams. Does that kind of give you guys confidence that the talent's there? You just got to put it up?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. You know, beating Vandy and beating Texas A&M, we know that we have the pieces there. We just got to bring it all together. Well, whether it's from a mental standpoint or a physical standpoint, we know that we can beat good teams at any time if we have it all together. So that's why I think going into this year, there's a lot of confidence, knowing that if we just put it behind us and then piece everything together, we can have a very successful season.
Clarke, what do you see your role on this team this year?
I don't know if my role will be yet. My personal goal is to be a weekend starter, be an impact guy. From a personal basis, last year I know I was a weekend starter at the time, and I would go out there and just get through my starts. So this year, my main goal is to have quality starts every time I go out there, help the team win in every way possible, and I think I can do that. I have a lot of confidence going into this year after a big off season, so I'm really excited.